International Child Care Ministries is the child sponsorship program of the Free Methodist Church globally. The church reaches out to kids to draw them in from the community, educate them, bless them in Jesus' name, feed them, help them out. We believe in holistic child development, which means that we understand that they have a spiritual aspect, and we want to help with that. We want to come alongside them intellectually or academically. We want to help with physical needs, both in terms of nutrition and also medical care. And then there is the social, emotional component. So sometimes we just have activities for fun so that the kids can develop in all four ways. My mandate is coming a lot these days from the words of Jesus in Matthew 18. When they were asking who's the greatest, he shocked them all by bringing a child and having him stand in the middle. And he said that whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in my kingdom. And then he says that if you welcome a little child like this in my name, you welcome me.
My name is Chitra, 33 years old. I have two male child. My family 4 members.
The problem here was that school was very far. We might miss school, we might be sent home, and it would hurt our studies. We continued this way for 6 months. When we did this, our bus might be late, or there might be great traffic and we may not get to school. When we reached school, it might be closed, and we might be sent home for being late. Then we had to go home, stay there, and go to work. It was like this for 6 months. Then Pastor John Devarajan, we call him Uncle, he said that if it goes like this, then kids will not be able to continue their studies. They will not get an education. Thinking along those lines, he started a hostel in Anandapuram with 12 students. My mother never went to school, and father studied only until the 5th standard. They could not take the time to teach us, and it really was not possible. So what happened when we went to hostel was that they had study hours for us. They set aside time for that. They had rules and regulations for everything. We had to wake up early, say our prayers, finish our morning chores, and then it was study time. When reading, I used to read letter by letter, but going there in the hostel, we had more time. They sponsored me from the beginning. That's what I was told. To us, the hostel was a great blessing. If it were not for the hostel, it is doubtful that we would have studied at all. Now my husband is working, but his wages are low. We cannot run the house with that. I work again. It is because of Christ's grace. We were Hindus, but Jesus had a plan that this family must be in Him. Because of that, I had the chance to go to the hostel. If the support continues, there is greater possibility for other kids to join. Supporting is great. Thanks for the support all of these days. I don't know the name of my sponsor, but what happened because of that support? I am now able to stand on my own legs.
We often talk about it as a partnership, but I think we forget that we are partners with God. That all we do is activate the small step, which is to say, I can't help them all, but I'll just help this one. We find ourselves stepping into a place where we become a divine channel, a resource channel, so that God's blessing can pour through us.
I am Jean-Marc Zamor, and I'm the president of Haiti Providential University. My dad was a pastor. He was a church planter. So I grew up also going with him as a family, my brother and I, my sister, to different churches that he has planted. 30 years ago, I was a sponsor child. As I said, Winnie Thompson, I remember the name, and I think she sponsored me all through high school, probably. And I remember when I was a boy, and very early, as I started to write to that lady that I didn't know, but I've seen her in a picture, I think. And every month, my mom will bring me those slates and say, well, we have received some funds from you, and this is what we did. We paid school, or we did that, and we do write letters to say thank you. I would say God has made His work complete in me, I would say. And now I'm a president of the university, founder of the university, and also well known in the education area here in Haiti. So I wanted to be successful, so I knew I wanted to be where God wants me to be. So the will of God for me, it was clear that and He needed me to be in Haiti for a period of time. When we first came here, people said, well, there is no way we can have a university here. It's too desert, no water, no electricity, no road. They said, no way. And that's where God is interesting, and that's where God came into play. I think when people said that, God started to laugh. That's what I think. He said, I'm going to show you what God is, So, me, I had no doubt that God can do it, and He did it. But now we have clean potable water, and for the first time we have a well in this area, and God provided a well. Now we have electricity and so forth. So God has been working. God has been faithful. So when people come here, we let them know who we are from day one. Even when you're seeking admission, we are a Christian university. In our literature, we said it clearly. We want you to have the character of Jesus. I'm very pleased with what the Lord is doing here, and I am very satisfied. Also, I want to say thank you. Thank you to Winnie Thompson, and I want us to know that the investment that she has made in the kingdom in me is bearing fruit, and I think that's something good. And I want to tell, and sponsorship is a great thing. It's a great thing once it's done out of love, and we will cherish whatever we receive, and make sure that we pass the baton to the next generation, and that will not stop at the receiving end.
I think it really does begin with a sense of God's ownership of everything, and whatever comes my way is a gift of His. Whatever air I breathe is a gift from God. I have several pictures of children in other parts of the world wearing one shoe. If you give a child in Africa 2 sandals, she'll always share one with her sister. Because why should I have 2 comfortable feet while you walk on the stones with both of your feet? We'll both have one comfortable and one uncomfortable. I believe that one of the things that the rest of the world, the church around the world, can teach us is how to put love in action in the most basic way. Share what you have. It's been a great 50 years. I believe that it's been a part of the expansion of the kingdom around the world. And there are people we're going to meet in heaven that we would have never met if not for ICCM.